Hey there everybody, it's Lynnea. I'm going to be using some new Simon Hurley Create products today to make an easy last minute Halloween card. We're kind of getting down to the wire with Halloween being a little bit less than 2 weeks away, so I thought I would show you an easy design to quickly create a bunch of cards. I'm using the Trick or Treat stamp set, which is new from his latest release, and I'll be working on the Simon Hurley Create Stark White cardstock. This is my favorite all-around wonderful white cardstock. It's great for Copic coloring. I'll be using that later today. It's great for stamping and ink blending and pretty much everything except for really water-based techniques. So I've grabbed 3 images from that Trick or Treat stamp set. I have the little bat, the candy outline, and the pumpkin outline, and I'm going to group them together and just stamp them repeatedly all over the back of an A2 piece of this stark white cardstock. Now the candy and the pumpkin stamps are layering stamps, so you can quickly and easily add color. When I'm mass producing, I look for easy options. I don't love to color, and so stamping, layering is easy and quick for me. I used traffic cone dye ink from Simon Hurley Create to fill in those pumpkins, and then there are 3 different jack-o'-lantern faces that you can stamp in the center of each of these pumpkins, giving them a little bit of a personality. I'm going to stamp all 3 of them onto these pumpkins, so I'm just kind of alternating, making sure that there's no 2 pumpkins directly next to each other that have the same face, and I'm using black ink for that. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the candy now. I'm using Overzealous, and you can see that I frequently use the back of my piece of cardstock that I'm working on. I've never stamped with these stamps before, and so I like to kind of condition the stamps a little bit. I'll rub my fingers onto them, but then I stamp off a couple times as well. And it's just easy for me to use the back of the cardstock piece that I'm working on. So I filled in all of those little candies with Overzealous dye ink, and I stamped out the little mummy Artie bear from the Trick or Treat stamp set. I have a little bag for him, for a little trick-or-treat bag, and then I have a sentiment, and all of these are on stark white cardstock. And I'm going to color them in really simply with Copic markers. I use W0, W2, and W3 for the actual mummy wrappings, and then I'm going to use YR27 and YR23 for the main portion of the bear, and I'll use YR20 and YR23 for the snout of the bear. Very easy Copic coloring. I never do anything too fancy. It's usually 2 markers for each color. I'll start with my dark and blend out with my light, and then I will use my scissors and trim around this cute little bear. I'm going to place some foam squares behind him, as well as behind the little trick-or-treat bag and the sentiment. I'm positioning the sentiment at the bottom center of my card, and from there I'll use my T-square ruler and make sure it's straight, and then I can adjust my bear and make sure that he's right in the center of the card. And this is my finished product. I did end up spattering some metallic purple watercolor in the background of the card just to bring that extra Halloween-y feel to it. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye! Thank you again very much for watching this video. If you liked this video and you'd like to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button that is on the screen now. And here are a few other videos that I thought you might enjoy.